Good morning. How's the werewolf pack doing today? I hope awesome. Anywho, I just thought I'd make a quick video while I'm sitting here waiting for service. My trailer tandems will not slide. There's an air leak somewhere, or the brakes are out of adjustment on the trailer. One of the two. Not sure, but I'm next in line at the shop here. I'm in Dodge City, Kansas. And yeah, just doing the waiting game. That's part of the trucking industry. If you're going to be a truck driver, understand you will be waiting from time to time for different things, like waiting to get into a shop for service. That's just normal. Nothing odd about it. So, exciting news. Exciting news, especially for those with type 2 diabetes and even type 1 diabetes. I was listening to Dr. Ken Berry yesterday as he was talking with Dr. Shawn Baker. As many of you know, Dr. Shawn Baker is the creator of the carnivore diet. And him and Dr. Ken Berry were discussing a lot of things about the benefits of eating meat for the human body, because it is the species-specific proper human diet, is eating meat and eggs. But here's the exciting news, everybody. Are you ready? This is going to be a big rocker. It's time that things got shook up. Our health is the most important thing on the planet. And places like when you expect to get help for your diabetes, if you go to the ADA, the American Diabetes Association, the information they put out there is crap. It's crap. The information they put out there is based solely on their main donors. That's right. Big Pharma and the big highly processed food companies give multi-millions of dollars to the American Diabetes Association. Now, in exchange for those dollars, is it not unheard of or uncommon that their products would be shown in a favorable light by the ADA, who has a $100 million plus operating budget each year, paid for mainly by Big Pharma and the big highly processed food companies like Kellogg? So the information you get from the ADA, including their recipes that they have online, is crap. And now real doctors who want to help people are forming the American Diabetes Society to go into direct competition with the American Diabetes Association. Now, a big difference here is these low-carb doctors, professionals in their field, and nutritionists and dietitians, nurses, and other healthcare practitioners that will be involved with this will be giving you the correct and proper information to not only manage your diabetes, to help you reverse it. That's right. They're going to give you recipes that will help your body. They're going to give you information that is going to help you reverse type 2 diabetes. And if you have type 1 diabetes, they're going to give you information that will greatly reduce the amount of insulin that you are going to be required to put into your body. Now, who's going to suffer a loss because of this new society going into direct competition with the ADA? Well, of course, the ADA, but Big Pharma and the big highly processed food companies will not be able to have any say whatsoever with the new American Diabetes Society, made up of healthcare professionals. At the top of that hierarchy is Dr. Ken Berry, one of the most trusted physicians on the planet when it comes to eating a proper human diet. It's just sad that all these years, bad information has been put out by the ADA, and we're going to go also with the American Heart Association. They put crap information out, and it really is designed to keep you sick so that Big Pharma can keep selling you all of these prescriptions that you need when you don't. And that big food company, highly processed food companies like Kellogg, and many others, they are able to sell their crap products because they're in a lot of these recipes. Money dictates policy when it comes to the ADA. Now, with the ADS, the American Diabetes Society, that is getting ready to form, money will have zero say. Health will have 100% say. So if you are a type 2 diabetic, you can reverse your type 2 diabetes. Hundreds of thousands of people are doing it, eating a proper human diet and not following the guidelines or recipes of the American Diabetes Association. Personally, in my opinion, what the ADA and the American Heart Association, what they've been doing is criminal. In my opinion, it's criminal to keep you sick so that they can generate profits. And now remember, these are non-profit organizations, as will be the new American Diabetes Society. It's also forming, it's a non-profit. But the big difference, the American Diabetes Society will not take money in from Big Pharma or these highly processed food companies. They're not going to do it. It will not be allowed. They're going to tell these companies to go sit and spin, is what they're going to do. Now, like Dr. Ken Berry has said, the doctor that is the spokesperson or has the medical say when it comes to the American Diabetes Association has been invited on Dr. Ken Berry's channel numerous times. He's also used someone that their doctor knows to try and get him on the show so that they can debate. This American Diabetes Association doctor has refused. It's crickets. Won't do it. So now, like Dr. Ken Berry said, he's done. He's done waiting for these people. He wants to heal people. He wants people to get the proper information so they can have a happy, productive life without having to worry about type 2 diabetes. Or type 1, you can greatly reduce your insulin requirement. But it's going to take a lifestyle change, a dietary change, but you can do it. If I'm talking to you right now and you have diabetes, you are absolutely going to benefit from the American Diabetes Society that is coming very soon. And what's it going to cost you? Nothing. It'll cost you improving your life, saving your life. It's just, like I said, it just blows my mind how organizations like the ADA and the AHA are able to take in millions of dollars from the companies that are making you sick. Think about that. In my opinion, it should be criminal. It is criminal. How is it not criminal? Oh, I'm sorry. Profits, number one, with these companies. Two, and this is my opinion, population control. They don't want you living up to 120 years, which is what the human body was designed to do without serious medical issue. Now, of course, that doesn't include getting into an accident or something like that, something beyond your control. But 120 years just for your human body to exist in a happy, healthy form is obtainable. But you have to make these changes. Vegans. Yes, you know I'm anti-vegan for a reason, because I'm a 7-year ex-vegan who almost destroyed his body because of it. Vegans, you need to go back to eating meat. You need to leave the sugar, the grains alone. You need to eat a proper human diet, which is meat and eggs. And yes, I've said this time and time again. The doctors agree. Seafood is considered meat. Now, if you're going to be vegan or vegetarian, at least try and go vegetarian and, pop in eggs and fish. That'll be a lot better for your body. But depriving your body of the essential nutrients that you are missing by just eating plants, I can tell you, you are going to suffer for that at some point in time in your life. That amount of time is different depending on the person, depending on what they've eaten, what their parents have eaten, what their parents' parents have eaten. Different people can tolerate different foods, and for different lengths of time. Yes, plants will sustain you temporarily in a survival situation, but that is not a proper human diet. That is just a survival diet. If that's the only food you can get, you can't get meat, eat the plants, you'll survive for a while. You're going to regret it later. I have known vegans, yes, that quit a few months in. There are also vegans that are lifelong vegans of 20 plus, 25 plus years that have to go back to eat, that have gone back to eating meat because they don't want to die. And some of them are really struggling. They're getting better, but you have a lot more to go through the longer you stay vegan. because you are depriving your body of the nutrients it needs. And what happens when that happens to your body? Your body will leach nutrients from your muscle and your bone. That's right. You're malnourished, vegans. You may not think so, and just because you got outer muscles doesn't mean shit. Paul Hinch Herbivore, a very popular vegan, and he has a YouTube channel, of course. He recently went through a major surgery that he more than likely would not have needed had he not been vegan. What he discovered was his muscles atrophied after that time in the hospital. If you build those outer muscles, you have to keep that up the rest of your life, or your muscles will atrophy. Hold on. Sorry about that. I had to move briefly. So Paul discovered that. He actually seemed a little shocked when his muscles went into atrophy. He actually genuinely looked shocked. So, just because you look healthy on the outside does not mean you are healthy on the inside. And let's face it, what's healthy on the inside is a hell of a lot more important than what's healthy on the outside. You can have your muscles, your looks, whatever. But if you're metabolically sick, you're going to pay the price. Now, one of the things I regret eating when I was vegan, I was daily, 1 to 2 times a day, I was eating spinach in my fruit smoothies. Spinach is full of oxalates, one of the leading causes of kidney oxalate or calcium oxalate stones. So, kidney stones. I'm still dealing with that. They've broken down. They've gotten small enough to pass through. But I can tell you, 1, it's a painful experience. 2, those are jagged little fuckers. They're not smooth. And the more oxalate buildup that you have, the longer you're going to have to endure detoxing and dumping those oxalates. You also have anti-nutrients when you're only eating plants. So the nutrition you think you're getting, you're really not. I'm sorry. I love you guys. And I continue to and will always rescue and help rescue vegans from that cult. And I call it a cult for a reason. When I was in it, I was given the insults of, oh, you were never vegan. When someone would leave the vegan community, I was one of the ones right there trolling. You were never vegan. You were never vegan. Because that's how you're brainwashed by this cult. Eating according to a philosophy. That is not what humans were designed for when it comes to eating. So, my friends, good things are coming. The American Diabetes Society is coming with real doctors, real health professionals that want to help you with your diabetes. You can live a normal life free of diabetes if you have type 2. If you have type 1, you can significantly reduce your insulin requirement. It's coming, folks. It's going to hit ahead. It really is. Now you watch. They're going to try and stifle and stop this new society that's in direct competition with the ADA, because money has power. And don't think that those companies don't have power when it comes to politicians, because they do, because they pay them as well. That's right, they donate millions of dollars to these politicians to push through their crap products. Think about that. You gotta pay to get your products pushed. Probably something wrong with those products. You think? Oh, it's getting windy out here. I'm in Dodge City, Kansas today. So, y'all have a great one, Werewolf Pack. If you have not subscribed to this channel, please subscribe to the channel, like, comment, share. We're all part of community. And we are supposed to be here to help one another, not to fight one another. Have a great day, my friends. And remember, you're helping a trucker who's trying to help fellow truckers when you subscribe to this channel. And yes, I do make and sell t-shirts on Amazon. I have an Amazon store. You can find my carnivore t-shirts at carnivorewerewolf.com. First top button says my carnivore t-shirts. Click it, you'll get right to my Amazon store. And arguably, I have some of the best carnivore shirts out there. And my latest one is all inclusive because it's carnivore, ketovore, keto. Meat fuels your beast. Take care, my friends.